Is now poisoning more kids than ever before. That's according to some new information today from the journal Pediatrics. There were more than 220 calls for children being exposed to liquid nicotine in April of 2015. That's compared to just 14 total in January of 2012. One child even died from ingesting it, and as you see on the screen there, most of the children were 2 or younger. So the president of the American Vaping Association says most vaping liquid products already in use are in child-resistant packaging, but starting this summer, all liquid nicotine containers will have child-resistant packaging under that new federal law.
A Valley teenager is in the hospital with severe burns after an e-cigarette explodes in her face. ABC 15's Nick Van Zandt is at Maricopa Medical Center where the girl is recovering in the burn unit. Nick, let's start off with how she's doing.
Well, she's recovering is really the best way to put it, and I know that's not really very specific, but the big thing is that they really don't know how bad these burns are. So the big question is, what's the future going to hold? And they really don't have an answer to that. But she was brought here to the burn center yesterday. Haley Boyce, 17 years old, says that she was with friends when the e-cigarette that she had exploded essentially right in front of her face. When that happened, her clothes caught fire, and it took friends who were around her about 4.5 minutes to get those flames out. As they burned, they did significant damage to her chest, her neck, the side of her body, her hand, her arm, and she's going to be going in surgery to try and do some skin grafting to repair that. But in the meantime, doctors are trying to find out how deep those burns go, and while all of this is happening, she says she's in incredible pain.
14, 15, like it was really bad. It was hurting so bad. I was freaking out. I was screaming, and like my teeth were chattering. I was shaking really bad, and like, I don't know, I was like traumatized. It was really scary.
Now, Boyce's burns are bad enough that even after she goes into surgery tomorrow, doctors expect her to be here on the 7th floor in the burn unit for the next 1 to 2 weeks. And we've done some stories like this before, and every time we hear about one of these e-cigarettes exploding, the people who are involved in this say the same thing, is that they really never heard any kind of problems with the equipment. It just suddenly happened. Back to you.
Boy, that's really terrifying.